but it reminds me of the mouth of a dragon or the head of a dragon. It's coming to get ya. 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 Hey y'all, it's your girl Juliet, also known as Ahavaya, coming to you in the name of the Most High. Okay guys, so I just want to let you know that I've done a quick change in the name of my channel. It is no longer Julie J Jules. It is now Back to the Garden because I am growing a garden in my house, a jungle in my house, a mini jungle, and in other aspects of my life as well too, I have gone back to the garden. And when I say back to the garden, I mean back to the Garden of Eden from the Bible. All right, let's get that straight. Back to the Garden of Eden before everything went to pieces. That garden is what I'm talking about, before sin came to the world. So this is the name of my garden now. Don't be scared, don't be alarmed when you see Back to the Garden and you see my face, okay? My account hasn't been hijacked, all right?
Everything is good, everything is great. All praises to the Most High. All right.
In this video, we'll be talking about my orchid, my, what is it called? Phalaenopsis? Phalaenopsis orchid. I just looked up that name just like a couple minutes ago, okay? I had to look up the image of this plant that I have, and now I know what it's called. So I think it's Phalaenopsis orchid.
Got it!
So this orchid was a present or a gift, a last minute gift given to me by a co-worker when I was leaving the company. And at the time it had I believe 1 or 2 stalks that had grown out of it, and it had flowered and everything, but the flowers had wilted, and it was just the stalks just standing there doing nothing.
What more do you want from me?
So at the time I didn't know what to do with it. I think the stalks were brown at the time, so I decided to cut it. So, you know, I read up on it to see what to do, whether, you know, to cut it off or not. And if it was green, then it would have been best for me to have left them, but they were brown, I believe, so I cut them off. And it's been 2 years up until recently, actually. So I finally got it to flower again, and I'm so excited about that. I'm happy. And here she is. Look at her. Ain't she pretty, y'all? Yes, she is so pretty. There are 2 stalks. There's a bud right there and another one right there. And I'm excited because I finally got it to bloom, to flower again. But seriously, guys, look at this beauty. It's like perfect amount and shades of pink and yellow. Look at that. And it reminds me of a dragon. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it reminds me of the mouth of a dragon or the head of a dragon. It's coming to get ya. It's coming to get ya. It's coming to get ya. It's coming to get ya.
What? Stop it. Get some help.
So, what did I do to get it to flower again? I can't quite say specifically what it was that I did. What I did do is that I switched out the potting medium or the soil medium from what it was originally, which was mainly bark. So what I was doing is soaking it for about 15 minutes in water and then removing it, and I did that once a week. What I found is that more roots started to grow out of the plant, and what I did is I upsized it. I repotted it to a different orchid potting medium, I think by Miracle Grow. I think that's what the brand is called, an orchid potting medium by Miracle Grow, and that one seems to retain a lot more water. It there's other things in it other than just the bark, so it seems to retain more water. So what I do with that is maybe every week and a half is when I'm watering it, and I just feel the pot to see how light it is, and if it's lighter than usual or lighter than when I water it, then I water it then, but it's usually around the 1.5 week mark. So over the past couple of years, what I was mainly doing is that I was keeping it indoors. Of course, I live in Canada, in Toronto, so it's a little cold for most of the year. But during the winter months or the cold months, what I did is I kept it indoors, and I would actually alternate between alternative lighting or artificial lighting. That's the word, artificial lighting, and natural lighting. And I would place that by the window or as close to a window as possible. And it was okay either way, either the artificial lighting or the natural light, because I saw that there was growth of new leaves in either case. So I don't think that was much of an issue. But over the first winter that I had it, I kept it in, over the first summer that I had it, I kept it indoors. And last summer, what I did different is that I put it outside. I put a whole bunch of my plants outside, as much as I could fit on my balcony. And my balcony has like a northwest sun exposure. It does get pretty bright when it's not cloudy. So yes, my orchid spent most of the summer outside, and I'm assuming that that's what did it. It was a perfect temperature, perfect humidity, perfect amount of light, and I think that was just what set it off. So just as I was bringing it back in, I saw that there were these two offshoots or stems growing out of the sides that didn't look like roots. So I was like, wow, this is it. This is it. So finally it grew a couple inches, and then at that point I figured maybe it might be time to like stake them up so that they grew upwards as opposed to laterally. And I'm thinking that it might have been best if I kept it unstaked for a little while so that it could kind of stretch out and search for the sun, you know, just to get some length on it. But as you can see, the stems on my orchid are kind of short. I would have preferred them to be a little bit taller, but I mean, it's still pretty. It looks nice either way. So I'll try it out next time when I see, we'll see what happens next time. I don't know what's gonna happen next time. How these are going to grow, if the stems are going to grow longer on their own, or whether I'm going to have to cut them off and start fresh again and see if I could get it to reflower again. Otherwise, at this point in time, I'm keeping it under a grow light, and it seems to be happy. It's doing well. As I mentioned, I'm watering it once every 1.5 weeks, and it's doing great. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, you know, the fact that I got my orchid to bloom again, to flower again, because it was proving to be a challenge. But that's about it, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll have more videos coming out for you guys. I know I've been a little inconsistent with the videos. It's been a long while actually since my last video, but I will try my best to keep them coming for you guys. All right, I hope you have a good day, have a good rest of your week, and I'll see y'all next time.